my lipstick alright? Is your lipstick alright? Hi everyone, and welcome back to my 30 before 30 video series. Look who's here! It was only going to be a certain amount of time before I brought back Emrys. For those of you who don't know, this is my lovely husband Emrys, and today I have brought him here to talk about a topic that is really quite near and dear to both of our hearts currently, and that is vegetarianism. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Vegetarianism.
Yeah.
I thought I was making up a word. So how long has it been now since we've been vegetarian? Is it like
about
three months? It's about 3 months. So Emrys and I are now both vegetarian / pescatarian-ish. Kind of flexitarian, you might say. Basically, we have for the last 3 months not eaten any meat products whatsoever, but we have had some fish. And I thought it would be interesting to just do a kind of little catch up on our journey so far, because it's been quite interesting, and it's also been really nice to be able to do it together as well. I think it's been nice to have a buddy to do it with. A buddy. So I've put together a couple of questions which I thought we'll both answer, and Emrys hasn't heard the questions yet. So question number 1. Can you describe your experience so far in 3 words? Shall I do my 3 words first? I've forgotten what my 3 words were. They were really good.
Alright, I've got my 3 words.
Go.
Okay. New, easier than I thought.
That's not what you can't say that. You have to do it properly.
Right. New.
Yes.
Surprising.
Yes.
Easier than I thought. And adventurous.
Nice. I've completely forgotten all the words in the English language.
Wow. You brought me in to do this, and you don't even know what you're doing.
I'm gonna think of my words now. I can edit this out, so just let me have my time to
Please
think.
don't edit this out. This is
Just
gold.
Give me my time.
Comedy gold. Do you want me? Should I?
My 3 words.
Okay.
Educational, thoughtful, and simple. Those are my 3 words.
So I've discovered new food that I like.
Yeah.
It was surprisingly easier than I thought it was going to be. And I like how adventurous I'm being with food now. Whereas before I was quite picky. I'm still a bit picky, but I'm a lot more open to trying new things because of it.
Educational, because I think I'm actually finding out more about different kinds of food. It's also giving me the urge to kind of educate myself around food production in general, which has been really interesting. Thoughtful, because I just feel more present in multiple aspects of my life since we've started doing this. And simple, because it really is very, very simple. Just don't eat meat.
Yeah.
A lot easier than I thought it would be as well.
Question number 2.
Number 2. Was it hard?
No.
Not at all. You really think you would really say it wasn't hard at all?
I really didn't think it was hard. I didn't have one like, I really need to eat meat moment once.
Even that time you ate a chicken nugget.
I didn't need to do that. I need to explain that.
Yeah, Emrys ate chicken nuggets.
So I had quite a difficult day, but yeah, it doesn't even matter. I'd been at work and I was waiting for Katie before we were going to go to the cinema, and I hadn't had any food, and I just went into McDonald's, which is the only place that you can get like fast food really where the cinema is. And I just got what I always get, and I just ate it all and didn't even think about it. I just said, hi, chicken nuggets, and like I got some chips and a milkshake, and she just pulled that face, and I was like, I thought she was like, I can't believe you had chicken nuggets and I didn't have them. And then she was like, you ate chicken nuggets. And I was like, oh God. And I genuinely hadn't even realised. But I would say, you know, even including that incident, I genuinely did not find it difficult.
Your subconscious was craving chicken nuggets.
I don't think it was. I think I was just running on autopilot and I was really tired.
It's not anywhere near as hard as I was anticipating it to be, because I don't feel restricted in my diet by not eating meat. I really don't. And if anything, it's like you were saying, it's allowed me to be more adventurous with what I'm eating, which is exciting.
Because you kind of have to explore new foods.
The only thing I would say is that I did get some pretty bad cravings, I would say around about the 2nd or 3rd week of not eating meat. And I got some pretty weird dreams, like guilt dreams, particularly after you ate the chicken nuggets. I started getting like sympathy guilt dreams about eating chicken nuggets and waking up like in a hot sweat and then being like, I didn't eat them, that was Emrys. So yeah. Question number 3. What food do you miss eating the most?
Lamb shank. Move on.
You know, for me, particularly as it starts getting colder, it's going to be all of the kind of slow cooked foods that I really like. So
lamb shank. Move on.
Like beef stew and chicken pie and...
Lamb shank. That's your challenge, people who make meat substitute things. Make me something that I believe is lamb shank. And I'll be a vegetarian forever.
Next question. Question 4. What is the worst thing that has happened since you became a vegetarian, food-wise?
I ate 6 chicken nuggets. What do you mean, what's the worst thing that happened?
I think, like, the worst thing that happened
indigestion.
to me... Yeah, do you know what? That is so true. My digestive system was so mad at me. I really didn't think that it would be that mad at me, but that
was probably the hardest thing about it.
I had stomach cramps and all just horrible. And also one of the worst things that happened to me was that that sweet potato Kiev thing that we got.
That was not pleasant.
I miss chicken Kiev so much, we bought a vegetarian version and it tasted like feet.
Old feet. That's the worst thing that happened.
That's the worst thing that's
sweet potato Kiev. Don't do it.
Okay, there's 2 more questions. Stop laughing! Sorry. You need to ask the next question. What is the most positive thing that has come out of this experience so far?
All the new foods that I didn't know that I liked is the best
Yeah, because I know that we both kind of have a history of being picky eaters, because I was very, very fussy as a child, and I think for you that's kind of, I think it's followed you through into adulthood, just because, like you were saying, you didn't ever need to try anything else. You just stuck with what you know. Just
to put this into perspective, before I did this, I would have probably described myself as a carnivore, because I would eat only meat, not vegetables of any kind. So if someone who doesn't eat vegetables of any kind, or many kinds, vegetables of many kinds. If I can do this, anyone can do this.
I think the most positive thing for me is that it has changed so many aspects of my life. I have been looking into dairy alternatives to try and get off cow milk, because I've been looking into, you know, dairy production and how they treat their animals.
It's almost like more cruel than like meat production, because at least with meat production they're just dead, and
they're not being kept alive for an inordinate amount of time,
having children taken away from them and all that.
Yeah, so. got a little bit intense then.
Oatly is really good.
Oatly's delicious.
Well, there's a barista version, so if you drink a lot of coffee like we do, like, you know, you can use Oatly in your coffee instead.
Also just researching what, you know, trying to go cruelty free in a lot of our cosmetics, and that type of thing, and just like I was saying, being more present in everything, being aware of what's going into the products that you're using and where they're coming from. And if, you know, my kind of mentality behind that is, if I don't want to eat an animal because I'm sad that they're dying, then why on earth am I spending extortionate amounts of money on designer makeup that sticks their makeup into puppy's eyes and bunny's ears?
Yeah, I mean, I've stopped doing that.
Yeah, no more MAC lipstick for you.
Yeah, I've stopped buying all that makeup.
And one last final question.
Au naturel.
Au naturel. Look at this. This is just
what it looks like when I wake up.
This is just your DNA shining.
Yeah.
Put your DNA away. Will this be a permanent change?
I think it very well could be, and at the moment I would say yes, but lamb shank.
I think I am very much one of those people who wants to remain open and flexible to things. I was discussing
That's a good answer.
With friends recently, someone knows someone who is vegan but eats eggs because their neighbour has chickens where they get these eggs from. So they see these chickens doing their thing, having a great life, you know, living in the garden, pecking around, treated like royalty, and so they feel okay eating the eggs from these hens because obviously they're non-fertilized, so they're not going to turn into a chicken, and they feel good about taking those eggs and, you know, using them. And I think that's kind of the epitome of what I think about in terms of a lot of things to do with vegetarianism. I have toyed with the idea of going vegan since we started eating less dairy, but cheese, cheese I love so much.
Yeah.
But I think it's about, for me, finding a balance. Even if I do start eating meat again, I do think that my meat consumption will be considerably less than it ever was before we went vegetarian. And to be honest, at this point, I'm happy kind of remaining pescatarian and just trying loads of different things and seeing how we get on. I think it could very well be permanent, but let's just be flexitarian and be happy. Yay! So guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Emrys, for coming back. And making me laugh all the time. We hope you guys have a really, really good day, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
Bye!
You've been waiting your whole life to do that, haven't you?